See how you can, there's like a vertical line right through her eyebrow, through the kind of the front of her chest. I look for a line. That's my style, not yours. But you might find different things that work for you.
It looks like she has no neck.
No, it doesn't.
Well, like here. I mean, that's just my...
No, there's nothing wrong with this picture.
She has no neck.
No.
Neck.
There's nothing wrong with this neck. It's just unprofessional. You're not here to critique my neck. I'm trying to teach you what I'm doing.
I'm not critiquing. I'm trying to tell you what I like.
Right.
It just never ends with this guy. No matter what I do, everything always circles back to Big Ed. I'm just trying to live my life, and then all of a sudden I have to make another Big Ed video. Also, I just want to say thank you everyone for 100,000 subscribers. I'm celebrating it by punishing you with a Big Ed video. No, but seriously, it is unbelievable that there's 100,000 of us now. I never expected this to happen, ever. I'm hoping now we can get to 100 million by the end of the year, so that's... what is that, like 2.5 months? All right, anyway, let's get into this. Let's see what's going on here.
Well, that's kind of cute. Do that again. Okay, nice. Okay, kind of lean into it, kind of just have some fun, play with the camera. Hello. Nice. Kind of just...
It's no secret that when it comes to photography, Big Ed is a visionary. And Liz wanted to see a master at work, so she tagged along with Ed when he took some photos of one of Liz's friends. And when Ed is in the zone, you can't interrupt him. And that's where Liz made the first mistake.
I definitely came into this hoping that I was going to learn some techniques, but I'm definitely feeling like Ed is just showing off.
It cuts back to Ed and he's just juggling 3 cameras. Ed, what are you doing over there, buddy? We're trying to do a photo shoot here. Hey Liz, toss me another camera.
My style, not yours.
I don't think Ed is showing off. It's just when you're that naturally charismatic, you're not gonna dial that shit back. There's no dialing back Big Ed. I genuinely believe that he thinks he's the main character of the entire world.
I think it's possible that Ed does like photography because he does get to flirt with women. I just really thought that he'd be engaging more with me.
It's crazy that he lives his life as if he's the one who's out of her league. She's scared that he's gonna realize that he could do better. What are you talking about? He's 56 years old or something like that. She's been 29 for 3 years. I mean, let's get real here.
Let's get real here.
Yeah, the minute and a month up to...
My biggest fear is
Ed.
Production, do we have any duct tape? Somebody gaffer.
How is that love? Answer my question.
If you're with someone like Big Ed, you gotta keep in mind, it's like being with an A-list celebrity. At least in his mind, it's like that. But in reality, the dude could barely even sell a single fart jar. And yes, unfortunately, that's a real thing. Alright, so anyway, let's get back to the photo shoot when she takes an obvious jab at Big Ed.
It looks like she has no neck.
No, it doesn't.
Well, like here. I mean, that's just my thought. It looks like...
Yeah, don't ever say that in front of her. No, there's nothing wrong with this picture at all.
He should have been like, yeah, it does look like that. Is there something wrong with having no neck, Liz? It was an artistic choice that you failed to appreciate and you're seeing as a negative.
Okay, well...
You're not here to critique my work. I'm trying to teach you what I'm doing.
I'm not critiquing. I'm trying to tell you what I like.
Right.
Oh, so you're saying you don't like someone who doesn't have a neck. Wow. This woman's just overhearing the whole neck argument. She's like, can we move this along? Can we get this done? I have somewhere to be.
But it's what the model wants. Okay. And then I've done this long enough where I know, but okay.
Okay. Well, okay.
Moving along.
So it's pretty obvious that these two are not good for each other. Anybody could have figured that out. Angela's last egg could have come to that conclusion. In this particular situation, I don't think Big Ed is saying anything completely abnormal, for being a photographer, at least from what I'm aware. And they're with one of Liz's friends. It's not just some random person. Does she really think he's gonna flirt and cheat with one of her... Maybe he would do that. But again, that's just a given if you're with Big Ed. You got to know that every woman on this planet wants to be with this man.
Liz has a hard time being told what to do. She wants instant gratification. Like, she wants to be able to take a perfect picture, like, right now. But photography is a lot of work. This is just you being natural.
Oh my...
That's just you being natural. See, it's easy.
I'm kind of speechless.
It's hard to believe right now that she's actually worried about the chemistry they have because they did one photo shoot together. We're talking about this man here.
But photography is a lot of work.
All right, now in this picture, I want you to hold up this mayonnaise jar and look at it and make a face like you can't wait to open it.
Part of my job is to build the model's confidence. Saying she looks like she has no neck, it's just unprofessional. And that kind of pissed me off. And I'm sure Liz didn't mean to, but I get teased about my neck all the time.
Honestly, how could she not mean it? How could you not know? That's like what everybody nicknamed this guy on the internet when he first went viral. Anyway, moving on. According to Liz, Big Ed has some criticisms about her appearance.
So does Ed let you have like alone time, like you time, and like be yourself?
I kind of figured out he lets me have me time when I'm going to work out.
So he's always skeptical whenever she wants to go out and do something or has alone time, but if she's gonna go work out for a few hours, Big Ed has no issue with that. Well, except for that one time that Liz was running on a treadmill and she looked out the window and Big Ed was hanging from a tree with binoculars. Problem with Ed is that he's very insecure because he knows he can't do any better, but at the same time he's like, I'm Big Ed. I can do whatever the hell I want. Anybody would want to be with me, right?
Does he want you to lose weight? Does he say that?
Not exactly, but he's definitely brought up the point of like past pictures of myself.
That is a reaction of horror right there. Why doesn't Big Ed tag along to the gym? Like, it's not like he couldn't do that as well. She could use him as a barbell. Big Ed could act as the gym's spare barbell.
He will look through photos and be like, oh, do you ever think about being back to that size? And it's kind of insulting.
But then I remember that I'm with a man who is in peak physical condition, and I need to match that.
I don't feel pretty. And that's kind of like why I started dance classes, like when we broke up before, because I'd see the type of girls he was hanging out with.
If only there was a way for her to realize she could do 1,000,000 times better than Big Ed and be happier in the process. It's crazy that this relationship started with him accidentally kissing her nose because she tried to back away when he went in for a kiss. It was incredibly awkward, and I thought there was no recovering from that, and here they are engaged to be married.
I would hope that Ed would love me no matter what. I've loved him at his heaviest and his smallest since I've been with him. Never thought I'd feel so insecure about myself the way that I do now.
So she is willing to love and accept this man, but he's unwilling to do the same. I think all of this can be traced back to one specific Big Ed quote when he was in the Philippines. His fiancé, who was like 75 years younger than him, broke up with him, and he was very upset by this. Poor guy, can you imagine that? He doesn't believe in love anymore. Can you imagine flying across the world to meet your fiancé who's 150 years younger than you, and then she breaks up with you because you were acting like an asshole and you also got a vasectomy? And your reaction to that bizarre, disturbing mess of events is that you don't believe in love. Dude, you're trying to do this weird experimental relationship with like a less than 0% chance of working out. That's like the equivalent of trying to learn everything about chemistry in 20 days, and then when you fail, you say you don't believe in science.
But yeah, the gym
It's the only time where there's no questions asked. I can be gone for 3 hours and I'm good. Like,
That's the only thing he'll let you do without like being like, where are you? Come home now. He's
like
okay?
not checking in, pretty much.
Ed is very needy and clingy, but at the same time, he might randomly break up with you and fly to Vegas.
I froze.
So, Ed, you're saying
Absolutely.
to try to
Yes.
win Liz
Yes.
back.
Yes.
I know that he loves me. And
Alright, next, Big Ed meets Liz's grandparents for the first time, and he always knows how to make a good impression. I gotta give him that.
So what have you guys been up to?
I know one thing they got
What
up
kind
to.
of mischief?
Hey, we've been making love. I'm just kidding.
Holy shit, is that Debbie? Is Debbie playing the part of Liz's grandmother? Are they doubling up on roles here?
Let me ask you one question. Are you marrying her because you really, 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 really love her? Or is it because she makes you feel young?
I'm gonna go ahead and abstain from that question. You know what? Actually, I'll do you one better. Whatever you want me, just tell me what you want me to say, and I will say that, and that will be my answer. To tell you the truth, I don't believe in love. Ever since that monkey chased me in the Philippines, everything has just felt off.
I'm marrying her because I really, really love her. I can't live without her.
Are you positive about that?
I am.
I heard that remark once before.
You can't live without her, but 9 times is a lot of times to break up with somebody, Ed. Typically not something you do with somebody you can't live without. Another thing you don't do is break up with them and fly to Vegas. And you definitely don't break up with them, fly to Vegas, and hang out with other women. And you absolutely 100% would not break up with them, fly to Vegas, hang out with other women, come back for the tell-all, and try to make yourself the victim, and then also hit on everybody that's there in the process. And you 100% never absolutely, positively, completely...
She's my forever,
Okay.
and I mean, she is a pain in the butt, so am I, but she's who I want to
I
be
taught her
with.
well.
And she does make me feel young, but that's not why I'm marrying her.
I'm also marrying her because she is young. I don't think anybody's really buying this, considering we've seen the way he's treated her in the past few years. Nobody on either side of the family really wants them to be together.
Liz has been through many heartbreaks before me and with me, and I'm sure they do not want Liz to get hurt again.
Well, you know, 10 times the charm, right? I'm sure it'll work out this time. What grandparents wouldn't want their granddaughter to be with a guy like Big Ed? This is what everybody imagines. I want to be with a man who sells out for a fart jar and puts mayonnaise in his hair. All right, so in this last scene we're going to look at, they're at their engagement party, which, surprise, it does not go well. So apparently off camera, one of Liz's coworkers, who is a woman, touched her on the arm in a way that Big Ed thought was romantic. He asked if she was ever in a relationship with her, and Liz got really upset and just ran out. She had her Paul moment, like she just took off. I think this was a smart move because there's no way in hell that Ed could ever catch up to her, and she knows that. I mean, she only left like 20 seconds ago, but he knows that there's no way he's going to catch up to her. I think he tried to summon his moped, but it didn't really work, so he just called her instead. He was telling the camera he was just worried about her and wanted to make sure she was okay, but then as soon as he called her, he's like, Liz, you're drunk, you're embarrassing yourself, you ruined the whole night. I don't think we can get married.
I'm done. He's a piece of He's so insecure. He doesn't believe in himself, which is the most pathetic piece of that I've ever known.
People think she's acting crazy, but I think it's the total opposite. If you were with Big Ed, I think the most sane thing you could do is just take off running in any direction. She had a moment of clarity, and she just ran for the hills, which anyone would do.
This is showing me that we have too many issues that aren't resolved before we can get married.
I would 100% take care of him, but like if I were to be fragile tomorrow, I don't think he would take care of me in the way that I would take care of him, and that's what sucks.
I feel really bad for her because this is obviously a terrible relationship, so I hope she realizes that someday and finds a way to get out of it. Anyway, that's all for this video, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I really appreciate you watching. Just a quick reminder that we have released 7 episodes of the podcast so far, which is available on Apple and Spotify, and the links will be in the description of this video. If you watch the show and these videos, I think it's definitely worth checking out, but even if you don't watch the show, I think you still might enjoy it. Either way, I just want to thank you all for watching this video and say how much it means to me that you guys have supported this channel over the last few years. I think it means a lot more than you will ever know. I wish there was a way I could thank each and every single one of you, because every one of you who has watched these videos has contributed to allowing me to do something I enjoy. So I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next video.
I was so excited for the first time in 29 years that I had somebody that was interested in me.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.